Stupid Wizards, Actual People contains content for adults. Content warnings can be found in episode descriptions. Listener discretion is advised.
It's currently March 3rd, 2022. 1 week ago to the day, Russia launched a special military operation, effectively invading Ukraine. This prompted international backlash from the UN, who quickly condemned Putin's actions and imposed heavy sanctions on the Russian state, effectively isolating Russia from most of the world. 24 hours ago, at 1:41 UTC, March 2nd, communications from a highly classified research outpost located on the Russian Northern Clover Station on the Temp Air Base ceased. Here, American scientists were granted permission to research the effects of harsh winter conditions on space technology in hopes of traveling with passengers to colder planets. This was before Russia decided on war. While only a few American scientists were working at this heavily fortified Russian location, the final audio transmission received from the base has left many working in the upper echelons of the American government worried. A group of scientists and military personnel are being gathered to undertake a mission to the Northern Clover Station to try and rescue stranded personnel, as well as discover what might have transpired here. This group will be conducting a highly secret infiltration of the space to uncover the mystery. You are a part of that group of people. So you guys find yourself in a room inside the Pentagon, United States. It's kind of like a lecture hall almost. It's a small lecture hall, maybe like 20, 30 seats inside. As you guys walked in, there was a small group of very rugged looking soldiers sitting in the front row with their little desks folded down with notepads. There's a projector screen that's just white currently, pretty much lighting up the room. It's the only light inside the room. You guys find your way in, you find some seats, and soon after, in walks in a tall, like 50, 60-years-old man, just a very short, gray haircut, very square jaw. You know this to be Major Jimmy Tungsten, who requested that you all be here for this briefing. He walks in, walks to the lectern at the front of this little lecture hall, grabs a little remote off the lectern, and flicks a switch, flipping it to a slide that has a map on it. And it's this map here that's you guys have on the screen in between you or in the middle of you. And he looks at the room and he goes, "Now, some of you know why you're here and some of you don't. Roughly 24 hours ago, we stopped receiving communications from a base located in northern Siberia. They were working on science projects for NASA. This compound was called the Northern Clover Station. It's located on the Kotly Islands. It's right in between the Laptev Sea and the East Siberian Sea. If you look at your map here, it has an airstrip, and the compound itself is pretty small," and he points up towards the map. "American scientists, they've been stationed there for the last year. They've been working on exoskeletons that'll help us get men to colder planets, men and women to colder planets, and be able to walk on the surface. Communications ceased yesterday morning. We received what seems to be a distress signal from Dr. Andrews. We can go ahead and play those now."
This is Dr. Andrews from the Northern Clover Station. It is currently February 28th, 10:42 a.m. Tensions here on the base have become increasingly stressed. Many Russians are being called from the base to return for briefings and deployment. The number of Russians have dwindled roughly 85%. Currently, our team of Dr. Abrams, Dr. Helk, myself, and Captain Daniel, as well as Sergeant Rhodes, remain mostly isolated from those Russian forces. Many of the Russian military weapons located on base have been packed up and shipped out. On the research side of things, work on the new exoskeleton suits has taken a brief pause. Conditions have been too tense to focus much on research. It is currently 6:49 p.m. on March 1st. Today has been very interesting. The remaining Russians spent most of the day in a building on the north side of the compound that they keep patrolled and behind a tall privacy fence. It seemed they were attempting to move the contents of the building out today, including what must be some sort of top-secret project. Many Russian military forces arrived today with heavily armored semi-trucks that have been moving in and out of the compound. This continued till around 2 p.m. this afternoon. After that, there was a lull in activity until roughly an hour ago when the largest container truck I've seen arrived and has been sitting outside the fence since. We've had a breakthrough on the exoskeleton project, however. By removing some of the materials surrounding the oxygen stabilizer, we've been...
Это не тест. Это предупреждение. Искать убежище. Это не тест. Это
This is Dr. Andrews.
Искать убежище. Предупреждение. Это не тест.
SOS.
Это предупреждение. Искать убежище.
From our understanding, the Russians were moving equipment out of the base from the last, as you heard from Dr. Andrews there. This mission will be top secret and of the utmost importance to the American government. you will be effectively behind enemy lines. Due to the nature and climate of where you will be going, communication will be severely limited. Your team will be performing a halo drop. For you non-military here, that's high altitude, low opening. You will be jumping from a plane from very high altitude and opening at the last possible second so that you are not detected by enemy radar. The team will then be exfilled out in 36 hours' time on board the normally scheduled resupply airplane that was supposed to be refilling supplies. This team, to introduce you guys to each other, consists of Special Operations Unit 99, consisting of Master Sergeant Michael Klein, and a tall, like 30-ish-year-old guy, huge dude, stands up and salutes the major. Specialist Rein McCorm, another smaller, skinnier guy. He's got like black, like the Ray-Ban type frames, stands up and salutes. Specialist Jennifer Cambridge, a woman with like blonde hair and a very high, tight ponytail, stands up and gives a salute. Specialist Blaine Johnson, a very pale-skinned guy with like bright red hair, stands up and salutes, as well as Specialist Ken Jones, who looks like Ken Jones, the UFC fighter, if you know who I'm talking about.
Ken Jones.
Yeah.
Just Ken Jones.
This looks like Ken Jones.
Yeah, it just looks like. With this mission, we have selected 3 scientific specialists. They have been instructed to join the expedition to ensure research and data are collected and secured. If we could get each one of you to introduce yourself to the team, we'll start with you.
Dr. Stephen Barton. He is a late 30-ish, brown-haired, just like close-cut brown hair man in a lab coat. Actually, no, he's wearing his his cold winter weather already.
What's your role here, son?
I'm a lead astrobiologist, and I had extensive work on the exosuit technology that they were working at the facility. Thank you. I sit back down.
You, sir.
Okay. And then stands up. Hi. My name is Stephen Phillips.
Oh no.
Stephen and Stephen. Nice.
I was hoping one of you would be Stefan, but this is way funnier.
Do you spell with a PHE and also?
Yes.
Yes. My name is Stephen Phillips. Stephen is he's like pretty average height, like 5'10"-ish, 5'9", pretty nondescript. He's got like short, light brown hair, brown eyes. He's probably in his early 30s. He's wearing a lanyard with a little pin light on it, like a flannel button-up shirt. He's got a laptop propped open in front of him. He's like, I'm a communication systems engineer. I guess if you said what we're doing here, I guess I'm supposed to be reviewing like communication logs and recovering data. Hi.
Thank you.
And he stands up like a little too long awkwardly and then sits down.
You can sit down.
Thank you.
And finally,
Gracie Child, field paranormal researcher and cryptozoologist.
some of you may have worked with Gracie before, and he kind of gestures down to the 5 military members sitting in the front. But if you would go ahead and just kind of state what you do.
I do paranormal research and cryptozoology research for the government.
Brief and...
I raised my hand.
Yes.
Well, like Bigfoot?
Yes.
Yes.
Son, you're going to learn some things on this trip that are highly classified government secrets.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything else you wanted to add, Miss Child? God damn it. Yes, Doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Stephen Barton.
Yeah, you just said your name.
Yeah, what, like otherworldly beings? Or...
At this point in time, we are not aware of what threats may or may not be awaiting you.
Oh, damn.
That is not your mission.
Sit back down.
You will be departing in exactly 45 minutes. You will be boarding a plane. Holy shit. Yes.
I didn't describe what Gracie looks like.
I gave you the opportunity to do more.
No! He interrupted me.
Yes, Gracie, what do you look like?
God damn it. Gracie
This is your interruption.
yeah.
I raised my hand politely. I was waiting for them to...
Gracie is going to be the youngest person in this group. She is 26 years old. Her hair is pulled back into a ponytail. It is prematurely gray, very frizzy. She does wear glasses, but it looks like they're only needed for reading. And she is wearing she's a t-shirt and jeans kind of gal. And she does have a backpack seemingly full of her research equipment. So she keeps that on her at all times.
Perfect. Is there any other questions before I continue speaking? Okay, you will be...
I raise my hand.
Mr. Phillips.
So is like Bigfoot a real thing?
You can talk about that on the plane. Dr. Barton.
Actually, his question helped answer my question. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember what Gracie's last name was. Thank you.
Child.
Okay. Anything else you can discuss on the plane? You will be departing in exactly 42 minutes from now. Make sure your shit is packed and you are ready to go. From here, you will be reporting directly to... You will be reporting directly to Sergeant Klein. Any questions that you may further have will be directed at him. Good day and good luck. And he salutes the Special Operations Force in the front row and turns and walks out. You don't have to salute, son. No. They're in your hands, Klein. Klein, they all stand up and salute, kind of looking at you guys a little weird, like you don't have to salute. And then they kind of start mingling amongst themselves, the 5 Special Operations Force members. Is there anything you guys want to do before getting on the plane, or?
Can you, real quick, tell me the names of the military people again?
So there is Sergeant Klein, who will be the leader. That's spelled just like Klein Tools, Klein.
That's not how I thought it was.
But CLINE.
I put CLINE.
That's how I'm gonna keep it.
I'm gonna keep it that way.
Specialist McCorm.
Like the spices, but without the ick.
Yep, exactly, yep. Specialist Cambridge, Jennifer Cambridge, the only woman that's not Gracie. Specialist Johnson. And then finally, Specialist Ken Jones is just the UFC fighter. Ken Jones.
Am I supposed to know who that is?
And then, wait, what was the person before Ken Jones?
Johnson.
What color is Johnson's shirt? Just out of curiosity.
Hold on. Is Ken Jones not? Am I thinking of...
Did you just name somebody wrong?
No, it's John Jones.
Oh,
I thought it was Ken Jones. Yeah.
Well, Ken Jones is his twin brother.
Yeah, Ken Jones. John Jones is his twin brother.
Wow, this is going to sound real awkward at the beginning.
What? Whose shirt did you want?
Johnson, what color is his shirt? Just out of curiosity.
He's wearing camouflage.
Is anyone wearing red?
Everybody's
Am I wearing red?
No, they're all
everybody
wearing camouflage.
fatigues?
I'm just saying because Specialist Johnson, he died immediately.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys would like to do before boarding the plane? Any last minute things?
Oh, I'm packed and ready.
Klein turns. You don't have to raise your hand, son.
Where's the bathroom?
It's just out the door to the left.
Okay.
There is a bathroom on the plane if you need it.
I don't poop in the sky.
Son, we're on a need to know information basis, and that was information I didn't need to know.
What is it that you do again?
Can you have him
Communication
pull a
system
Jenga block
engineer.
for going to poop in the plane? And that's how he dies?
I'm going to go in the bathroom. I'm going to investigate around the bathroom, just kind of check the surroundings and whatnot. And then I would like to go in the stall and pull out my computer
Okay.
and do something that I don't want to tell you people yet.
Okay, that's fine.
But,
Is it anything audible?
I mean, I'll be clacking on it.
Okay, then yeah, as long because it is the Pentagon. So if you were like going to say something, I was going to make you pull a block to investigate.
Well, do you want me to? I mean, I would think like this would be appropriate to pull a block.
I don't think
not
if you-
get
like-
caught doing what I'm doing.
I think if you're not because like I don't think they have like they definitely have the bathrooms bugged in the Pentagon. But if you're just like typing on your computer, I think you're fine.
Okay.
Like if you were calling somebody for sure, like
No.
But yeah, you're just typing on your computer. You're totally fine. So yeah, you could do that, no problem. Is there anything else that Dr. Barton or Miss Child would like to do before?
So, like, cryptozoology, like aliens, or because like that's not been, we haven't confirmed that
Publicly.
publicly. Wait, hold on. Do we have proof?
So what I do is I just go in and confirm any cases that can be or aren't explained. I just confirm whether or not they are due to a paranormal or otherwise nature. I don't actually like hunt or fight or anything like that. I just say, hey, this was outside of human possibility. So you don't have to worry too much.
How many cases have been outside of human possibility?
Probably more than you're comfortable with.
Oh, I'm very.
As you say that, actually, Klein kind of interrupts your conversation and goes, I hope that you've been buffing up on your Russian mythology.
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect.
Oh man, the water in there gets real hot. Want good water heaters?
Yes, son, this is the Pentagon. Do you know what the military budget of the United States is?
I don't know. My department's always getting budget cuts, you know?
That's rough. All right. I'll see you all in the plane. Do you know where that is? Specialist Johnson, will you lead them to the plane? Thank you. Johnson stands up and looks at you guys. He's like, Okay, guys, whenever you're ready, we can go get on the plane.
Okay, so like we're jumping out of the plane.
Yes, you will be strapped to one of us, and you will be jumping out of the plane. Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm not.
You
in charge
don't have to raise your hand.
Who am I being strapped to?
Well, so you will be strapped to. You'll be strapped to me.
Oh, Johnson. Is that a
Yes.
family name?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. That is my family's name. That is a yes. Dr. Barton, you're going to be strapped to Specialist McCorm, and Miss Childs, you'll be strapped to John Jones's brother, Ken Jones. That guy fights in the UFC. It's cool as hell.
Okay.
Any other questions?
It's just like jumping off a chair, right? Like,
You're going to be strapped to me. You have no choice.
No,
and you've done this before.
I've done it thousands of times.
And you never pull like the wrong cord, because like
There's really only two cords to pull.
And one's
Okay.
just an emergency chute, right? So it'd still be a parachute.
We're going to go over safety and what would happen if something happened while we're up in the plane.
right, cool. Well, yeah.
It's fine.
Are you scared of heights, son? It doesn't matter. You're going to be strapped to me. You're jumping out of the plane.
I feel like I'm just gonna get pulled out of the plane, but okay.
That's not how it works.
Listen,
we jump.
with these government types, you just kind of have to like go with it, and then just once you're in, you have to rely on yourself to get out because they don't give a shit about you. But you just have to go along.
Well, that's not true. I don't want you to die.
That's comforting. That's comforting, but I don't trust the government at all. So
Why are you working for them?
Okay.
because you're the never mind. That's none of your business, actually.
I'm going to go to the plane. It's in the hangar. Good luck, guys.
You go do that.
Okay.
Don't trust the government.
What?
They will fuck you as soon as it's convenient for them, okay?
Like, say, sending 3 scientists into behind enemy lines in
How
Russia.
well known are you? How well known are any
Well,
of you?
I'm the lead astrobiologist at NASA, but
The lead? Are you sure there's not some dude above you that could easily fill your spot?
well, James is trying to get my. He's been going for the position, but
And what about you?
Huh?
Are you easily replaceable?
TikTok?
Yep.
yes, please.
Actually, supposed to be my supervisor, but he got COVID.
So,
But I'm pretty good at what I mean. I got pretty confident that
Yeah.
I can get into the systems, get those communication logs.
yeah, don't trust them, okay?
Actually, as you say that, Major Tungsten sticks his head back in and he goes, Mr. Phillips, can I speak with you for a moment out here in the hall?
Oh, that's me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's you.
Why are
It's
you
good
out
that
of breath?
he said Phillips, your last name, not Steven, because then that would have been awkward. Because then, which one of us?
Now, Mr.
crazy.
Phillips.
Yeah.
He'll pull you out in the hall. Son,
Tic-tac?
no, thank you. I just wanted to inform you that while, yes, this is a mission to recover any data that you can, if it is unrecoverable, wipe everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay.
Burn it to the ground if you have to. Thank you, Mr. Phillips. Have fun.
Yeah. You sure you don't want a Tic Tac?
No, I'm great. Thank you.
Did you eat onions?
Are you saying my breath stinks? Fine. He walks away. Anything else you guys want to do before?
I want to go get strapped into the plane.
Okay.
I'm carrying. I have a backpack, and I'm carrying 2 rolling cases. It kind of jingles a little bit.
You walk in rolling 2 cases, and Sergeant Klein looks at you. Son, what are you doing with those suitcases?
Oh, it's important science, doohickeys in case we need to.
And you plan on jumping out of the plane with those?
Well, I heard I'm going to be strapped to Specialist McCorm, so I guess he will be. Yeah, this is all really highly technical, sensitive stuff. I understand it's above your pay grade, but
Sure, yeah, I'll grab those for you. You can go ahead and get strapped into the plane. And he kind of follows you and then just chucks him into the plane behind you.
it's oh, okay, that's great.
My character just has he puts on a green canvas jacket and has a sling bag, a messenger bag that he slides his laptop into. He has a little toolkit attached to it.
Specialist Johnson's son, you can't jump with that bag. If you have stuff that you need to bring with you, you can put it in my backpack.
I take the shoulder strap off of it and unzip the back panel. There's 2 little it converts to a backpack.
How thin is it?
It's a messenger bag. It's
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
thin.
Yeah, he's okay, that'll work.
He's I can flip it around on my front.
Yes, that
right?
would be
I'm
perfect, actually, yes.
Okay.
Because you're going to be strapped your ass to my dick ass to dick, son, when we're jumping out of this plane
Yeah, I can just
at 35,000 feet.
I can. That's a lot of feet.
High altitude, low opening.
Halo. Yeah, that checks.
You want to get strapped into the plane?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you have?
I have a camping backpack.
Miss Child,
I spend a lot of times in the woods, okay? Like, I have to have this stuff.
I understand. Hand me your bag. Get strapped into the plane.
I swear to God, if this gets lost,
He chucks it into the plane.
I swear to fucking Christ, if this gets lost, it's your ass, your paycheck. I do know your supervisor, and I will tell him or her.
Understood, ma'am. Can you please strap yourself into the plane? We'll be taking off shortly.
Tell me what to do, and I like jerk my fucking thing.
Is this like a 5-point harness?
No, it's like, so...
Because Steven's having a hard time if it is.
No, I don't know exactly what the plane's called, but they're huge. Like, they're giant, almost cargo planes. And there's a row of seats on
Wait,
this
is
side.
it a military one?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's like the big gray ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's they're huge. Like, you can park whole, like, fucking vehicles, like, lines of
You
vehicles
sit on
on
the
them.
side.
Yes, yeah. So I imagine that you three are sitting on one side and all 5 of them are sitting on the other side, just kind of looking at each other.
So, have you jumped out of the plane before?
Like, once for my birthday.
Oh, but not like on a military operation into Russia behind enemy lines.
No. I have been to Russia before, but not by, like,
Oh, I heard
this.
it's gonna be cold.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, if you like that sort of thing, it's great.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. We're going to the facility. They'll have heat there.
I look at Steven's shoes.
Sneakers.
Klein, like over the roar of the plane, goes, "It seems like we're getting readings that the ground temperature is -30 right now on base."
Yeah.
Well, that's cold, isn't it?
Yeah. -30. It's pretty cold.
Relatively speaking, it's pretty cold.
It's pretty cold.
So it's a lot colder than my perfectly 70-degree temperature in my office in my lab. Well, I hope I brought enough coats.
You ever...
It must be nice having a lab. What's that like? Being funded and everything.
Well, it's pretty great, doing the work to, well, hopefully we'll find life out there amongst
Get
the
real
stars
nice
and-
control for those variables, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I have a pretty good budget. The exosuit thing that they were testing, like, I consulted on that, so that's probably because that's why I'm here. So
As you guys are talking, Sergeant Klein will stand up and he'll grab a bag off the floor and he goes, "So these are your parachutes. These will be strapped to us, and then you'll be strapped in a harness to us. Just to go over safety precautions, please do not flail when we're jumping out of the plane. It is yes, Dr. Barton.
there's no guarantees that I won't be flailing. I've never jumped out of anything
You
higher
will
than
more
like,
than likely pass out immediately after leaving the plane.
Oh, perfect.
Just for safety, you will be wearing a helmet. You will be given night vision goggles. These are very expensive and paid for by your tax dollars. Do not break them.
I don't think you get to keep them after.
You do not get to keep them.
Keep these. I'm keeping them.
Safety-wise, I will be doing everything, so you have to worry about nothing. But if something were to happen on the left shoulder, there is an emergency paracord chute pull. If you pull that, it will cut the main chute, and it will deploy an emergency parachute. Please do not fucking pull it, unless it is an emergency. Keep your hands as controlled as you possibly can. Understood? We're about an hour away from the drop zone. Say whatever prayers to whatever gods you need to. We'll be dropping soon.
I'm going to make sure that...
Wait, are gods real too?
Unconfirmed. I'm going to make sure that my handgun is actually strapped to my holster.
Handgun?
Yes. I'm in the woods a lot. And I also don't trust these fucking guys.
Were we supposed to have a firearm?
I don't care.
I've never shot a gun.
You don't... It's a good thing you don't have one then.
I had a pellet gun when I was a kid.
Well, I had a BB gun, but
I shot myself in the foot immediately and Mom took it away.
Shut yourself in the eye, kid. Yeah, I'm going to make sure my my
BB's still in
firearm
my foot.
is
I broke
holstered
a window.
and my pocket knife is securely strapped into my pocket.
Perfect.
Just to make sure that in case these fucks do lose my stuff, I at least have a way to protect myself.
Stupid Wizard's actual people is Drew Burton as Stephen Phillips, Derek Dix as the GM, Josh Matney as Dr. Stephen Barton, and Elizabeth Rein as Gracie Childs. Thanks for listening to our Halloween special. The rest of this content will be uploaded on our Patreon at patreon.com/stupidwizardsactualpeople. You can try out a 7-day free trial and get access to a bunch of bonus content, or you can follow for free and get updates on any new things we post, including cool things like this special. Thank you so much for listening. Later in this episode on our Patreon, as you're counting these bullets, you hear...
Are you like a spy?
You hear around you, but also far away from you, a beautiful singing. It's very melodic. It's in Russian. You understand what it's saying. It's calling to you in a way that makes you feel like you've never been loved like this person could love you. Mm-hmm. It feels very enticing to try and find out where this voice is coming from.
I'll put the magazine back in the gun, chamber it, and like look up and look around.
Okay. So as you chamber the round and look up, the voice stops singing at you.